What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video we're creating a sketch illustration of a Triceratops. Let's begin in the center of our page and draw a small circle for the eye. We move to a side grip, sketching with a flat edge. Let's start at the very top. It's going to work our way around towards the bottom and then back up towards the top. Let's add a smaller circle in the center of the eye. Now we're going to surround the eye with a slightly larger circle. From the top, we'll step up, just lightly trace out that circle, going all the way around and then back up. Let's move over towards the right side of that outer circle and draw in the first horn. We're going to go up and then bend that out towards the end. I just want to curve this back towards the left side of that circle, going across and then bring that down. Let's add in the second horn. Starting from the bottom, curve this up. I'm going to pull that out a little bit further, taper that back in, and then bring that down. Now we're going to work our way over towards the left side and draw on that fin. Let's start from the base of that horn. It's going to curve this out, and then bend that up towards the top. Let's round out the back of the fin, going all the way around. Come down and then pull that in. From the base of that fin, draw a short angle line going up and in. Bring it straight down towards the jaw. Now I'm going to draw an angled line going all the way across towards the edge of the beak, to right about there. Now I'm going to go over towards the right side of that horn, draw a straight angle line, coming down. And then we'll add another horn going up and then straight down. Now you want to round out the edge of the beak, going out, come down, and then in towards that bottom line. Let's go back over towards the jaw and work our way towards the right. From here, curve this across, and then just bend that up, aiming towards the eye. Angle this down towards that bottom line. Let's pull this up and out towards the right, and then we'll curve the beak going out and down towards that point. Now let's draw in the lower jaw. Starting from this line, it's going to curve out and then bend that back in. Now I'm going to follow that same angle line coming down towards the front to right about there, and then we'll bend the jaw going in and then up. Let's round out the inside of the jaw, coming all the way around. I'm just going to pull that up towards this point. Let's draw the back side of the mouth. From this point, we'll step over, follow that curve coming down, and then out towards the bottom. Now I'm going to go back to the jaw and curve the body, coming down, and then out. Go up to the side of the fin, draw a straight line going out. Now from here we're going to add a second level of detail. Let's start from the right side, curve down, just pull that up towards that horn, round this out and come down, and we'll bend that back out towards the front of the beak. Let's go back to this curve, come all the way down, and then bend that back up on the outside. Now that we have the basic shape, let's go back and erase this bottom line. Now that we have a rough sketch, let's move to the tip of our pencil and start adding some details. Let's start with the top edge of the eye. Just going to refine the shape, adding a fold along the top. Let's round out the top, come down and then out. I'm just going to tuck the eyeball in underneath. Just tracing that half circle. Add a smaller circle in the center, and we'll darken that up. Now from the eye, we're just going to add some folds underneath, coming down from the brow, and then just working our way out towards the outer circle. And we're going to lightly trace that outer circle, just adding a little bit more shape, going outside the boundaries of that circle. We'll darken up the top. Now I want to go into the side edge of my pencil and just add a light shade to the inside of the eye. Let's add a shadow along the top. And then just blend that down. And we'll darken up some of those folds. We're going to cast a shadow along the top edge and then just blend that out. We're just working our way towards that outer circle and then fade that out. Lightly shading in the bottom. Then we'll add a shadow underneath around that outer circle. Just pulling it up towards the side and then just blending that out. Now from here, we're just going to trace the outside of that first horn using the tip of our pencil. And just round out the end and then bring that back in. And we'll just fade that out along the bottom. Let's trace the outside of that back horn. And now with the side edge of our pencil, we're going to add a little bit of texture along the inside, starting along the base, around the upper part of that circle. Just pulling these up and out, just following the curve of that horn. Just adding these thick shadow lines. And then we'll just extend that up toward the top, adding a little bit more shadow emphasis along the bottom. And then we'll do the same thing along the back horn, starting off darker along the bottom, extending that up, and then just fading that out across the top. I'll go back and just darken up that contrast on the right side of each horn. I'm just going to soften up that bottom edge, coming across the top of the head. And just blend this in towards the eye. Now just working our way to that smaller horn. We're going to give this a slight bend along the top, going forward towards the right. Just round this out. Come back down. And then we'll add that shadow texture, starting from the tip and working our way down. Again, we just want to go a little bit darker on the right side. From here, just tracing out the beak. Just bring that down towards that point. Going to round up the inside. Now from here, it's going to work our way back towards the jaw. And right here, we're just going to blend this out. And then going back to the side edge of our pencil, we're just going to darken up this seam along the top. And then just fade that down. I'm going to add that same texture we created on the horns across the beak. Just pulling these thick lines going up and just fading that out. And just go a little bit darker along the bottom. And we'll continue to add that shadow across the bottom edge, and then we'll fade that up. We'll continue to add that shading inside the head, going up towards the eye, and then we'll shade the top of the head. And you want to enhance the shadow line going out towards the jaw. Just going to darken that up and then fade that out. And just go a little bit darker along the jawline. I'm going to add some points along the top of that fin. These little curves going around. I'm just going to repeat this all the way around this line. I'm just going to blend this out as we get down towards the bottom. Round out the bottom of the fin, and then just blend that up. Just darken up the inside around the neck, going around that fin, towards the jaw. And just carry that shadow along the back side, and just fade that up. I'm just going to lightly shade in the rest of the body and then blend that out. And you want to add some wrinkles across the neck. Start from the front, working our way up. And then from the fin, working our way down. Now we're going to work our way down across the bottom of the chin, just adding a few bumps along the way. And just work our way in. We're going to darken up the inside of the mouth. And then we'll go back and add that even shade to the rest of the head. Now we're going to darken out the bottom of the head and add a shadow, and we'll just blend that up. I'm just going to darken out that center area. And another curve on the back, and filling that in. And we'll add this texture across the bottom of the mouth. And the side edge of our pencil, adding the shadow curves. And we'll add some folds along the inside of the mouth. Add those wrinkles across the back, along the jaw. Now we're going to go back and just tighten up our shadows and just refine the shape of the head. So we'll start by darkening up the outside of that fin. And then in our final pass, we'll go back in with the tip of our pencil and refine the detail. And as we get closer to the end of our drawing, we'll tighten up our shadows and add a little bit more texture, and that's pretty much it. There's a sketch illustration of a Triceratops. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, please make sure you subscribe because I'm posting new lessons every single day. You can also drop your requests in the comments below. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.